Austinking, a young man of 22. He had a passion for the outdoors, a thirst for adventure. Yellowstone National Park was his playground. Its rugged beauty called to him, and he answered. Austin embraced life with open arms. He had a contagious smile and radiated warmth. He loved his family and friends, and he was a loyal and dependable friend. He had a heart full of dreams. He worked at nationalparks and resorts in Grant Village. The park was his backyard. He felt most alive when surrounded by nature. Hiking was his passion. He found solace in its solitude. He yearned to conquer the peaks and dreamed of testing his limits. In September 2024, Austin decided on a daring adventure. A solo hike through the vast wilderness. He meticulously planned his route, packed his gear, and was ready to face the challenges that awaited. He was prepared for the solitude and the unknown. He was eager to stand atop Eagle Peak, Yellowstone's highest point. He knew the risks, but he was determined. September 14th arrived, a day etched in memory. Austin embarked on his journey. He carried a backpack filled with supplies. He had a map and compass to guide him. He set off from Terrace Point. A boat dropped him off. He waved goodbye to civilization and walked into the embrace of the wild. The trail wound through dense forests, led him across meadows, and he crossed streams. The air was crisp and cool. The scent of pine filled his nostrils. He felt alive. Days turned into nights. He hiked alone but not lonely. The wilderness became his companion. He saw soaring eagles and spotted a majestic elk. He felt a connection to nature. It was profound. He documented his journey in a journal. His words reflected his awe and wonder. He faced challenges head on. The terrain was rugged. The weather unpredictable. He pushed himself further. He was determined to reach his goal. He was undeterred by the obstacles. He persevered. September 16th. Austin found himself off his planned route. He was at Howell Creek Cabin. It was a chance encounter with a backcountry ranger. He shared his itinerary, and the ranger listened intently. They discussed the challenges of the trail ahead. The ranger offered advice and cautioned Austin about the unpredictable weather. He warned him of the dangers of the peak. Austin listened respectfully. He appreciated the ranger's concern. He assured the ranger of his experience. He promised to be cautious. He had no intention of turning back. He was committed to his goal. The encounter was brief. Austin continued on his way. He carried the ranger's words with him. He knew the risks, but he was confident in his abilities. He was determined to reach the summit. September 17th dawned. It was a day of triumph and terror. Austinking stood on the summit of Eagle Peak. He had done it. He had conquered the highest point in Yellowstone. He felt a surge of exhilaration. He took in the breathtaking views. The world stretched out before him. He felt a sense of accomplishment. He had pushed himself to the limit. He had emerged victorious. He reached for his phone and called his family. He wanted to share his joy. He left a voicemail message. His voice was filled with pride and excitement. He described the arduous climb and spoke of the treacherous conditions. He told them he had never felt so alive. He hung up the phone. A sense of unease crept over him. The weather was changing rapidly. The wind howled around him. Fog rolled in, obscuring the views. He felt a chill run down his spine. He knew he had to descend quickly. The haunting note. He found the summit registry. He pulled out his notebook. He wrote a note. He wanted to leave a record of his achievement. He wanted to share his experience with others. He wanted to inspire them to chase their dreams. He wrote about the difficult conditions. He described the rain, sleet, and hail. He mentioned the extreme wind and fog. He wrote about free soloing cliffs. He confessed to taking the wrong path. He ended the note with a poignant message. I am 22 years old, and I will never forget today for the rest of my life. Life is beautiful. Get out and live it. He signed his name, he added a smiley face. It was a symbol of his indomitable spirit. He left the note in the registry. He packed his gear. He began his descent. He was eager to get back to safety. He was unaware that this would be his last known action. He was about to vanish without a trace. A search begins. September 20th. Austin was scheduled to return. He was supposed to be picked up by boat. He was expected back at Grant Village. He didn't show up. Concern turned to alarm. His family contacted the authorities. A search and rescue operation was launched. Park rangers scoured the backcountry. Volunteers joined the effort. They were determined to find Austin. Days turned into weeks. The search intensified. Helicopters buzzed overhead. Search dogs sniffed the trails. Divers searched nearby lakes. The search area expanded. Still, there was no sign of Austin. Clues were scarce. The note he left on the summit, the voicemail message to his family. These were the only traces of his existence. They offered little comfort. They only deepened the mystery. A father's plea. Brian King Henke, Austin's father. He refused to give up hope. He traveled to Yellowstone. He joined the search. He spent countless hours combing the wilderness. He was determined to find his son. He made an emotional plea. He asked for anyone with information to come forward. He spoke of Austin's love for life. He described him as adventurous and kind. He clung to the hope that his son was still alive. A week after Austin's disappearance, a chilling discovery. Brian listened to a voicemail. It was from Austin. He had left it from the summit of Eagle Peak. It was a message filled with joy and triumph. It was a message that now echoed with tragedy. The voicemail became a haunting reminder. It was a reminder of Austin's adventurous spirit. It was a reminder of the unforgiving nature of the wilderness. It was a reminder of the fragility of life. Whispers on the wind. The search continued for weeks. Despite the extensive efforts, no definitive clues were found. The official search was scaled back. The case remained open. The mystery lingered. Rumors and speculation filled the void. Some believed Austin had gotten lost. Others thought he had fallen victim to the treacherous terrain. Some whispered of foul play. The truth remained elusive. Brian refused to believe his son was gone. He clung to the hope that Austin was still out there. He continued to search for answers. He organized his own search parties. He raised money to fund private investigations. He chased down every lead. He explored every possibility. He refused to give up. He owed it to his son. He owed it to himself. He would not rest until he had answers. A community's embrace. The King family was not alone in their grief. The community rallied around them. Friends, neighbors, and strangers offered their support. They organized vigils. They shared their memories of Austin. They offered prayers for his safe return. A GoFundMe page was set up. It raised thousands of dollars. The money was used to support the family. It funded the ongoing search efforts. It was a testament to the power of community. The outpouring of support provided a glimmer of hope. It showed the family that they were not alone. It gave them the strength to keep going. It reminded them that even in the darkest of times, there is always light. The search for Austin King became a community effort. It brought people together, reminded them of the importance of human connection. It showed the power of compassion and empathy. Unwavering hope. As of today, Austin King remains missing. The mystery of his disappearance continues to haunt those who knew him. The search efforts have been hampered by the challenging terrain and the unpredictable weather. Despite the setbacks, Brian King Henke remains determined to find his son. He has vowed to never give up hope. He continues to search for answers. He draws strength from the support of his family, friends, and the community. The disappearance of Austinking serves as a reminder of the power and unpredictability of nature. It highlights the importance of safety and preparedness when venturing into the wilderness. It is a story that continues to unfold. It is a story that leaves us with more questions than answers. The mystery of Austinking's disappearance remains unsolved. But one thing is certain. The love and memory of Austinking will continue to live on in the hearts of those who knew him. And the search for answers will continue. Hope will never fade. Thank you for watching. If you like exploring the world's most mysterious disappearances, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell for more missing stories like this. Stay curious, and I'll see you next time.